Hi everyone. I don't know what happened. I had some weird occurrence with my last live stream, so I had to get comfortable. I have a couple things, okay? There are 4 of you here, 4 of you. I have a couple things today that are super exciting, and I took some notes because I'm not in front of a desktop. So, first of all, I want to thank a couple people. I want to thank Ginger3855 on Twitter, as well as Chaos Apathy, which is Zombie Bill Hicks on Twitter. I want to thank the both of them for giving me some amazing information that ties up some knots very nicely. So we all know the Awan brothers, right? We know the Awan brothers. Those were those IT folks that everybody's all confused why the heck they're getting such treatment. Paid over $4 million as first IT consultants, then advisors. Just really shady. George Webb did a really good series on the Awan brothers, if you're not sure about who they are. So Debbie Wasserman Schultz, it's very close to the Awan brothers. And police surrounding this investigation into these folks who have committed some crimes and stolen some information are starting to really wonder why it is that they're so protected. Why is everybody backing off prosecuting these guys? Why is everybody so scared? It's because they have information, and lots of it. No doubt. They've got data on everyone. There were a few articles, I believe, that came out on WND that basically said, like, these guys could take people down. They've got blackmail on everybody. There's an article in the Daily Caller that I will retweet when I'm done with this. It's video included. Gold, okay? It's Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who is still in Florida, still serving her country, right? She's at the conference, or whatever you want to call it. And excuse me for not having exact details, but you'll see. She's at the conference, and she's talking to the police about why they have her staffer's laptop. And the reason why they have her staffer's laptop is because it's connected to this Elan Brothers investigation. And Debbie Wasserman Schultz is flipping out about the fact that they have not returned this laptop, and she's pressuring the police. Why haven't you returned this? It's personal property. It's not for you. And the police guy's chief is basically saying, we would usually return it if we found it, but it's a piece of evidence in a criminal investigation. So we're keeping it. She's pressuring them to return it. And at the very end, she threatens them. She said, well, I really don't like what you're doing, and there are going to be consequences. She threatened the police on camera. That's how serious she is about this. The Awan brothers tie back into all of this. They have so much dirt on everybody, and it's not the Awan brothers leaking I think they're worried about, or maybe it is. Maybe it's both. I think they're worried about what the police will find during this investigation, because she's frightened. You can tell. They're all on the edge of their seats. They're scared. Hands down scared. Keep your eye on that story. Daily Caller. I'll link it again on my Twitter, and I'll put it in the description box also. That ties into Seth Rich in a big way, I really believe. On the topic of Seth Rich, I usually don't come out and talk about 4chan anonymous posts unless I really feel like there's something behind them. But Chaos Apathy, a.k.a. Zombie Bill Hicks, posted on my thread today a link to a poll Anon chat, which basically is admonishing the folks over on poll for going so hard after Kim.com. And what I don't think anybody that really read that is getting is that what this guy basically led on is that Kim.com ran Mega Upload. Mega Upload had God knows how much storage, cloud space, data center storage, terabytes and terabytes and terabytes and terabytes of storage to store the stuff people uploaded. Now, even though the company is gone, that doesn't mean that the rack space is gone. It doesn't mean that the servers are gone. It doesn't mean that the space is gone. And what the anon goes on to say is basically, how do you think Bradley Manning, Chelsea Manning, was able to transfer that many gigabytes and attachments to WikiLeaks? How do you think Snowden was able to transmit that much data to WikiLeaks? How do you think any leaker could get all that information to WikiLeaks in a secure manner through another country? Bingo bango, mega. So he goes on to talk about how, Kim.com is trying to set himself up in the perfect way where, he's in a civil suit. He's not in a criminal suit. So they want to stop the folks, in other words, they can't extradite him right now because they are on a civil complaint. It's not a criminal complaint at this point. So what Kim is trying to do is say, yes, I know that Seth is Panda. He can provide the IP logs, okay? The IP logs that indicate what came through there from Seth's home IP or wherever he transferred it from. I don't understand why it's a black screen. Everybody keeps saying that. Does everybody see a black screen? Well, that's okay. If you can hear me, that's all that matters. So he needs to cover himself legally because of what he's involved in. Okay, good. Some people can see me. So he needs to cover himself legally because of what he's involved in. He has to handle the situation very, very, very carefully. Anybody who's in his position would. And what the anon goes on to say is basically like, there are so many honest, good-looking people or honest, good people in the country who are afraid to speak out because of the fact that they kill leakers consistently. No, Kim.com. Yeah, Dennis Montgomery got immunity, all right. Anyway, so basically what he has to do is protect himself legally. And the Anon also went on to say that where do you think that Snowden stayed for a little while when he was skipping town? Look, all I'm saying is there's a lot more to this story that I think people are overlooking. I was even a little disappointed yesterday when Kim.com came out with a statement, but there is so much going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, and every day more and more comes out. Today? Oh my gosh, so many things came out today. The Anon thing, Jennifer Palmieri. Jennifer Palmieri deleted all of her tweets from 5 days before the day that Seth Rich was murdered, but forgot that the internet never forgets. So I've been farming through there looking for nuggets of wisdom. But there will be no wisdom there. What am I saying? I'm looking for nuggets. Looking for nuggets, not nuggets of wisdom. So anyway, we have Kim.com. Patience is a virtue. We have patience is a virtue. Just mark my words. Please trust me on this. I'm going to take shit from a lot of people, but I don't know why Anon Scan hates Kim.com so much. I'm telling you right now, there's no way that he would. I'm just telling you. We have the Elan Brothers controversy getting deeper and deeper and deeper every single day, with Debbie Wasserman Schultz now in public on camera threatening a police chief on camera that she's going to withhold funds from them. I do have Palmieri's deleted tweets, actually. They're archived online. So I'll put up a bunch of tweets with all the stuff. There's just, every day it's exponentially more and more and more and more. She was pleading she was, when someone has something that you really don't want them to see, and you're like, no, please, that's not yours. Give it back. It was just really, seriously crazy. So I'm not going to keep this much longer. Thank you guys for tuning in for so long. I've been tweeting a lot. Follow me on Twitter at Tracy Beans, TracyBeanz. And also, thank you to everybody who's been giving me info and sending me stuff. And I have another story I'm working on that nobody's really talking about that's going to come out soon. If you like the work I do and you'd like to support me, I would be humbled and honored if you would go to my Patreon page and pledge. It's patreon.com/Tracy Beans. I know you didn't see that coming. Thank you guys so much. Love you. I will keep you guys posted with anything new that's coming out. Talk soon.